Which fancy steak chain is more well done?
Let's talk about that. Good mythical morning.
The foods we've feuded in the past have mostly been of the fast or fast casual food variety, but not today, baby.
Today we are tasting menu items from Fleming's Prime Steakhouse and Ruth's Chris Steakhouse, AKA the places you went as a kid if your parents got a promotion or your rich uncle came to visit.
Now while Ruth's Chris has over 140 locations in 21 countries, does Fleming's with 64 locations based all in the US deserve to dominate the competition in the world? It's time for Food Feuds, Fleming's versus Ruth's Chris.
Gentlemen, in each round, you're going to taste similar foods from both Fleming's and Ruth's Chris Steakhouses. You'll give each food item a rating from 1 to 10. The restaurant with the most points at the end will be the winner and receive the chance to sponsor a future GMM episode.
But they won't.
And it'll happen.
And first up, the way that I like to start every steakhouse meal with a nice bowl of lobster bisque. On Rhett's side, we have Fleming's for $18, and on Link's, Ruth's Chris for $15.
Now yours is more orange than mine.
Fleming's does the orange.
The spiced sherry cream contained therein.
Oh,
I just took it.
Okay, I'll let you.
Took the lobster.
Okay.
I didn't mean to take
Okay,
it.
I'll let you. Okay, are you done?
And make sure you do the spoon rake.
I unearthed.
On the back side.
See, but that causes me to lose my bisque.
I love a good lobster bisque. It's good.
Okay.
I predict it's not gonna be as good as this just based on the color alone.
You think the orange is bad? This is more expensive.
I like the name Fleming's better than Ruth's Chris. It's hard to say,
It's
and it
embarrassing.
doesn't make any sense, but there is a story there.
You know it because you've been on the internet before.
I didn't know about it until I thought I was gonna.
Oh no, but you should tell the people who
are like me,
who haven't been listening.
Didn't know.
Yeah.
There was a steakhouse called Chris Steakhouse, and a woman named Ruth bought it in 1968. She's a single mom, like 38-year-old woman.
Yep.
Everybody told her not to do it because it was in like the classified ad, and who'd buy a restaurant from a classified ad?
Who would do that?
Lo and behold, 11 years later, still going strong until it burns to the ground.
Oh my gosh.
Then she's got to move to a new location. She can't take the name Chris's Steakhouse with it. So in just a heap of trouble, but not a lot of time, she's like, I'm just gonna put Ruth's in front of it because that's me. So it's Ruth's Chris Steakhouse now, and the rest is history. She hated the name too. They've worked around it.
I wish I had a fun story about mine.
What's up with Fleming?
It's just somebody named Fleming. Nothing ever burned down. Nobody ever bought anything.
Ooh, creamy New Orleans style.
Oh, that's buttery.
Woo, this is so much better. What's happening over here in Orangetown?
I think you're right, Link. Like, come back over here.
It's not bad, but
I think this is significantly better.
and it makes me want steak more. All right, let's give Fleming's a score, and then let's give this a higher score.
So much butter in that. I'm on the lobster bisque scale. 5. Lobster bisque can be great. 5. That's not great. It's not great.
Agreed.
It's
5.
orange. It's orange.
It just is what it is. We agree that it's a 5. Over here, well, buddy, I'm gonna give this a nice solid 0 on top of a 0.
8. That's what I was going to give it as well, because it's not perfect and it's not even almost perfect. It's just real good.
If we put these New York strip steaks in the thumbnail, it'll be a strip tease.
Will it?
Yeah.
Somebody do that.
On Rhett's side, we have Fleming's for $64, and on Link's, Ruth's Chris for $59.
I'm just doing the same thing you're doing.
Okay, so the strip steak is what made steakhouses famous, you know, in New York especially. It's from the short loin. It's from the back of the animal. But this is an interesting thing.
Animal.
There's a difference in these two steaks.
Yes?
Fleming's does the dry aging process, which takes about 21 days, which is, you know, it's kind of the most extravagant thing that you can do to age your steaks. But that's not what Ruth does.
No, she does a wet age, which is basically they put the steaks in an airtight bag at low temperatures for a week or so. It still ages and tenderizes the meat, but not as well as dry aging, according to Cattleman's Steakhouse. So we got a third steakhouse weighing in about these two steakhouses.
Well, how do you settle a score between two steakhouses?
A third steakhouse, Cattleman's.
This is a good piece of meat.
That is pretty pink. Pretty pink. Now over here they undercook at Ruth's Chris because then they plop it on a 500-degree plate. Huh. Which keeps each bite warm, but also cooks it a little bit, so they anticipate that. What are you thinking over here?
I think it's a really, really, really strong steak. I'm very happy with it.
And I like getting a little bit of the fattiness in it.
This is called the cross cut.
It's dangerous.
Well, I know I'm ahead of you over here, but Ruth, significantly more tender.
Is it? Mm-hmm. Let me try it. I'm just trying to like.
But is it a better flavor?
Oh man, so much more tender.
You didn't see that.
I didn't, my eyes were closed.
Ruth's Chris is better.
There's green flecks on the top
In
of the
every
Ruth's
way.
Chris. What's this, like Christmas confetti? What's happening?
Green flecks is probably parsley. I don't know.
I might like
I think that it's seasoned better. The meat tastes good on both of them, but I don't know. I would have thought that the dry aging process would have resulted in a more tender meat. Why else would you take more time to do something that's more expensive? But I don't know if this is just this particular steak. But that wet aged steak, my friend, tastes better than this dry aged steak. And what's the price difference again?
It's 64 versus 59. Yeah.
So Fleming's is actually charging more.
Fleming's has a lot more of a salty rub on it. I'm not as much of a steak guy, so I get drawn in by the good old rub and a fatty edge, you know, because I'm just a plain old rub it up ribeye guy. So I'm kind of liking the Fleming's a little bit more. The rub is more flavorful. I know it's not as much about the steak, but those green flakes kind of weird me out a little bit too.
Well, I wouldn't hold that against it. Do you taste them or do you just see them?
It is a lot more tender though. This is tough for me. I don't know. It's like, you eat a lot more steak than I do, so.
They're both very good steaks.
I'll let you go first.
I'm gonna give the Fleming's a 7.
Oh, sorry.
Please don't do that.
Sorry.
For all of us. It's a solid steak, but I was hoping for more, especially for $64.
So what do you give it?
A 7, like I said.
Oh, you give that a full 7?
I mean, it's a good steak. I'm thinking about all New York strips that you could get out there.
Okay.
It's
I
solid.
agree. Well, I'm gonna agree because I don't know that much about steaks and I liked it. So I'm gonna give it a 7.
Do you know much about steaks?
No, I don't really like to eat a lot of steaks.
Ruth's Chris,
Just being honest.
the flavor is a little bit better. The tenderness is significantly better, but I'm not gonna go all the way to a 9. I'm gonna give it a solid 8.
Okay. I'm also gonna give it a 7. It's I like the rub better over here, and this is more tender. And I like the idea of a nice hot plate. Ooh, danger.
If you've been collecting the pin of the month, you know what? You're in luck because now you can get the collector's corkboard.
Check this thing out. This one has pins on it.
Yes, it does.
But when you get yours, it's just a corkboard and you put your pins on it.
Or anything else you
14-inch
want.
diameter. Yeah, if you just want a mythical corkboard for any of your corkable stuff,
This is good cork too. Look at
get
that.
it at mythical.com.
I know good cork, and that's good cork.
I grew up with, and look, it's got its own little mounting place back here.
That's a good cork.
I grew up with a bulletin board in my room, and I was always corking stuff to it.
You and every other child in America?
Memorabilia from my own life. Just made me feel, I don't know, like I had a reason to live.
If you need a reason to live, get the
There you go.
collector's corkboard.
That's nice, man.
Mythical.com.
Okay, more steaks, because that's what's at steakhouses. Petite filet
Now-
mignon.
I like a filet mignon because it's just so pure. It's just so tender and lean.
Well, Rhett, you are cutting into Fleming's for $54, and Link on your side is Ruth's Chris for $52.
It is tall.
I think this is the steak, the person who doesn't like steak. This is what I would get if I were you, because it's not a lot of meat.
That tastes good.
I've been telling you this.
I like fat though. That's why I get the ribeye.
But you don't like fat, because you never finish it.
Yeah, but I finished the fatty parts. It's the big hunk of meat part that's not really my thing.
That's really, really tasty.
That is good though.
Okay.
You think this is gonna flip up from the last round?
I don't know.
Where you preferred Ruth's Chris?
Huh.
It's a lot more tender.
This is better though. Flavor-wise, the Fleming's is doing it. The Fleming's is bringing it on the filet. And
Why though?
this is
Why are you
actually,
saying that?
this is more tender than the Ruth's Chris.
Maybe it depends on the bite.
Let me try again. Where are you talking about tender on this? I mean, it's
there.
tender,
Right there.
but look at that. That's like falling apart, man. Look at that. It's like literally falling apart.
Yeah. And this over here, I think it's a little more tender. The rub
Look at
over
that.
here.
It's so piecey, it's falling apart.
Okay.
How could you say that's not more tender?
Well, the other one was softer. That's what I think of as tenderness, softness.
It's so soft it's falling apart, that's what I'm saying. That was more like fine grained or whatever.
Let me get this. Oh God, I'm sorry.
You gotta quit doing that. We're gonna have to escort you out back to the alley behind the steakhouse.
The only difference in my experience is the rub. You know, there's the rub.
This beef is better in my opinion. It's more tender and the rub is better. That's a 9.
I'm gonna give it an 8.
That's a good
Even when
steak.
comparing it to the last round, I like it more. And I don't think you're gonna complain with either one of these unless you're trying to get a free steak out of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, try that.
Over here, I'm gonna give it a 7.
I'm gonna give it a 7 as well.
It's just it doesn't have that gripping rub that I feel like I need in my life.
This round goes to the Flem. We interrupt this episode of Good Mythical Morning to let you know that we released a completely unscary video this past weekend on the Red and Link channel.
Yes, there's nothing to be frightened by. It's absolutely
Scary,
spooky.
spooky. Spooky. Finding a haunted house is easy. I mean, there's lists of them on the internet. People make videos of themselves staying in them.
But staying in an unhaunted house, that's complicated. Are you here? Meth activity?
There's something called portals to the underworld. You had 4 of them.
You picked the death place, man! Woo! Man, it is hot. Woo, it's hot.
It's nice though.
I hope you save room for dessert because we have cheesecake on Rhett's side from Fleming's for $16 and Link's from Ruth's Chris for $12.
Fleming's is coming in more expensive on almost every round. Just a note.
I did not think that would happen. And I also forgot that Fleming's is a place where we took the Book of Mythicality on a celebration date when it was released.
Because we said we would. In the book, we said we
We
would.
did. And we did. Me, you, and the book.
And the waiter who kept wondering what was happening.
Yep. But if I know anything, it's
Ha!
a good cheesecake.
They absolutely nailed the cheesecake.
Is that sauce alcoholic? It's a strong sauce.
I don't know. Is the sauce alcoholic? Because it doesn't taste that way to me.
Whoops.
It's a strong fruit sauce, though.
It really is, right?
It's very good. It's pretty mild as far as cheesecakes go. It doesn't have a lot of tang to it, but it's super, super solid.
So good. Perfect
It's a
consistency.
strawberry red wine sauce.
Hey!
Hey, what? That it? That's all?
Does that sauce have red wine in it? It's pretty strong.
I mean, over here, this is a freaking entire,
It's crust all the way around.
which is kind of, I really like. I'm trying to give you a nice little view. They give you a fruit medley option. I like that they don't put the fruit on top. Yeah, take another bite.
The crust all the way around is a nice touch because that tends to be the best part of a cheesecake.
Very sour creamy.
Which I would have said I liked more until I had Fleming's next to it.
And is it because of the sour cream? No, it's not that stuff on top. It's the actual cake of the cheese itself.
Come back to this one now. That has so much flavor, it's gonna make this one taste weird to you. I think, if I'm right.
Yeah, but nobody does that.
Yeah, but we do. That's what we do on this show.
Yeah, we compare them
And we go back.
back to back.
I don't believe there's any alcohol in this sauce. It's very fruity.
Yeah, I think this might be rendered tasteless.
Like you shouldn't have gone back to this. It was good before I had this one.
I don't know though, man. I gotta trust my initial impression.
I'm going back to the way I felt about this one. I'm giving that some weight before I ate that one. I thought
It's
it was
just
very, very solid.
A little too sour creamy. But dang, the more of it I eat.
The tang, it keeps you coming back though. It makes you want to keep eating it.
Yeah, it does, man. It's a grower, not a shower.
7 over here.
Man, this is... All right,
What are you going for?
I'm gonna give recognition to Fleming's.
Recognize it.
Emily, are you related?
I was looking forward to you asking me this question. No.
Okay.
Well, you could have.
You had to think about it.
You had time to come up with something else.
I know, I was gonna be like, I'm an heiress, and we both know that's not true.
We both know.
I'm gonna give it a 7.
I think the Ruth's Chris is. I'm not gonna go all the way to 9. I can't do that because I've had better. I mean, I've been to the Cheesecake Factory. You know, it's a factory.
Pretty
that
good though,
makes cheesecakes.
and this graham cracker crust all the way around.
I'm gonna give it an 8. It's a solid cheesecake. Well, I've really ruined it now. Sorry.
You know what? I am gonna give it a 9 because it took me on a journey. Like it won me over, and then I just couldn't get enough, and now I'm in a committed relationship with it.
Bet you can't finish it. There you have it. Ruth's Chris pulls it out 62 to 55. Is that what you would have thought would have happened?
I mean, I could finish if I wanted to. You think I can't finish stuff?
I mean, you don't.
You're the one who doesn't finish.
You
stuff.
don't want to ruin. You don't want to ruin.
You get excited about things and
You
then
don't
you forget
wanna
about
ruin
it.
your
I'm the
dinner.
finisher, man. You're
Okay.
the starter.
Okay, finish that.
I'm the finisher.
I'll be here. I'll wait for you to finish it.
Congratulations, Ruth, and Chris, for that matter.
Yeah, vicariously, Chris, you get congratulations.
You win the chance to sponsor a future GMM episode.
Even though you're dead. I mean, Ruth's probably dead too, though, right?
Probably, yeah. Yeah.
You're
But not
both-
in the fire.
You're both dead.
Thanks for subscribing and clicking that bell.
You know what time it is.
I'm Beth.
And I'm Evan. And we just gave birth to our daughter, Retta Linkisha. Just kidding. It's Catherine.
And it's time to spin the wheel of mythicality.
Dry sense of humor, those parents.
You almost got us. Click the top link to see how well we know our table manners and good mythical more.
And to find out where the wheel of mythicality is going to land. It's the ultimate collector's piece. Display all your favorites on our new Pin of the Month Collector's Corkboard, available at mythical.com.